Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Taylor Industries pregame show. I'm your host, Cordell Ballard, and here with me is Gavin Richardson. You've seen him. You've heard him. He's been commentating our Rocket League matches for the last few weeks out of his own heart and soul and time and everything else he has. And so it's a great time to have him here. The reason why I'm here is because we're in playoffs. So I think it's going to be a good old time. However, we do have a very tough matchup tonight where our UCM Black team will be going against up against Howard Community College, who they were 3-0'd by last time, which, before I let Garrett go into his, or not Garrett, Gavin go into his setup, sorry, I get names switched around. I'm sorry, we'll get used to this at some point, I swear. But your Culver's lineup for tonight for the UCM Black Squadron here will be Galactic Garrett Pemberton, Robeast 19 Robbie Campbell, and the Polar Goby David Guest here. So, as we said, Gavin, Black struggled against Howard Community College last time. What do they need to do to fix that for tonight?
Yeah, they definitely struggled a little bit against Howard Community College. I think what they need to do this time is just be aggressive. These past few matches that we've seen, they've really started to get their form back. They had that 1 week hiatus coming back from a spring break just a couple of weeks ago. But those past two matches, they've really poured it on the teams that they've played. Their passing plays going from Robbie to Garrett, Robeast and Galactic, and just the back wall defense that they've had has just been immaculate. What they've been doing chemistry-wise and what they've been doing in the transition is what they need to keep rolling with, just rolling with the punches and seeing how their mechanics can help them.
Very true here, and that's going to be a very tall order for them tonight, especially against Howard Community College, if Howard Community College comes in the same way. But as you said, Gavin, it was spring break, so I think we were all just getting done with all the pina coladas for those of you who are of age, getting done with all of those. So we know that for sure. But before we hop into the action, I do want to say that we do have our fall 2021 application out and around. So if you want to be a part of the Rocket League team, or if you want to be a part of our Overwatch, League of Legends, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Rainbow Six Siege, or NBA 2K21, you can definitely sign up in any of our social medias. That's where the link will be found. And if you want to start up another team, you can definitely have that as an option too. I already have a person wanting us to create a Valorant team, and I've heard rumor of some other ones wanting to be started. So if we have enough players and there's enough interest and there's enough of a scene around it, we are more than welcome to create those and have a ball with it. So just keep that in mind. The deadline for being considered for a starting lineup, though, is April 30th of 2021. For those of you who want to tag me with a year, loophole, it is 2021. That's when it needs to be done. So by the end of this month, I need you to sign up so that we can establish all of that and get you started and begin hopefully merging you with the team during the summer break. So that's about all I got here. And so, I'm excited to see this up here, Gavin. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for UCM to hopefully bounce back against Howard. Like we said, Howard, I think they lost the first game, and Howard came back and swept the rest of the series. So let's see if UCM Black can get that momentum going early in the series and carry it onward.
Very true. So fingers crossed on this one, Gavin. But before we get into the action, we'll take you to a word from our sponsors.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. Right now, we're going to be going over the game Rocket League. For those who are unfamiliar with Rocket League, it is a 3v3 vehicular soccer video game where players must work together to score goals on the opposing team while defending their own goal, collecting boosts, and working together to set up some amazing tricks. At the start of every match and every kickoff, players will all be randomly placed into one of 5 areas on their side of the map. The timer counts down and the match starts. During this time, there are boost pads laid around the map for players to collect and fill their boost meter. There are 6 boost orb pads spread throughout the sides and corners of the map that players can collect to fill 100% of their meter, while standard boost pads fill a player's meter by 12%. At the start of every match or kickoff, every player is automatically given 33% of their boost meter. With boost, players can get across the map faster, stay in the air longer, and blow up opposing players to put them out of the game for a few seconds and reset their position and boost. Some other important mechanics of Rocket League are jumps and flips. These mechanics allow the players to hit the ball before it touches the ground, or give the ball an extra push it needs to score a goal. After a player jumps, they have 1.5 seconds to hit the jump button again to perform a flip in the desired location that they want. Much like soccer, the main goal of the game is to have more goals than your opponents by the end of the 5-minute timer. If there is a tie, then the game will go into overtime and will not end until a score is made in one team's goal, awarding the win to the opposing team.
I'm going on. tell you what I saw. When you break it off, you'll see who had it all. You had it
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We are here with our upcoming match here with Howard and UCM. Ignore the graphic right now. It is wrong, but if I step out, you're going to lose sound. So UCM is a bit on the offensive here, trying to get into Howard's goal here. Looks like Howard's going to deflect it, but we do see Roby's going in for a bit of a shoot down the center there, but shot on goal a little bit there from Sin there. UCM still on the heavy defense here. We do see Howard trying to get in there as quickly as possible. UCM doing the best of their defense. We do see Roby's and Galactic teaming up and getting it out of there. Looks like Galactic popping it up onto the high ball here, so UCM going to get in there. A little bit of aggressive attack here, as we saw from Gavin from the pre-show, but we do see Howard popping it back, doing a little bit of ping pong, a little bit of volleyball, if we do call it, from Lucio ball here from Overwatch. UCM is getting as aggressive as possible. We do see Polar Gobi going up to the skybox, shot on goal, and Polar Gobi scores there, Gavin. That was Pog.
Polar with a great aerial, just a wonderful shot to catch the defense of Howard lacking. Wonderful power on that shot, and Logs and Trees just couldn't get back in time.
Definitely so. So UCM is in a good position right now, and so we do see you serve off here. UCM misses it, but it looks like Galactic here is going to be trying to hold it off, but does get demoed by Howard. And UCM is can be a man down for a few seconds here. We do see Polar Gobi going up here and trying to see if he can deflect it, but TTV is not going to let that happen, and so Dark is going to bounce it off with a nice little save there. Goal is open for UCM, but we do see somebody go back there. Robeast getting a demo onto the Dark. UCM has an opportunity here to try and get some on there by the Log, and the rest of Howard is holding up pressure here. Dark coming in from the deep, but nothing's going to happen there. We do see a little bit of effect happening there. Gobi going to pop it up onto the side there, see if he can get his teammates a little bit of shot there. No, he's going to go to Noob. Noob's going to try and pump it down the center here. Going off onto the side here, trying to get Galactic, stopping it in his track. Ball stalled. Log trying to get in there and rub it off the side. Not going to work out there. Polar Gobi trying to get it out there, but not going to work out. But, oh! Noob is able to get through there. And that was just, I think, a bit of a traffic jam, if anything, there, Gavin.
Yeah, UCM having a tough time clearing that ball out of that orange half. I mean, Howard's really turning quick on each and every challenge, and UCM's just going to need to find a way to clear that ball, get something going, and maybe just a reset of rotation. When you have that third man coming in all the time with no boost, it's definitely going to give Howard an opening.
Very much so. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, if the audio was super loud. That's my fault there. We do see UCM getting super aggressive here at the goal here. Polar Gobi watching on the back line here. Roby's trying to speed back around, get back to the goal. Looks like all of UCM falling back to the goal line. Polar Gobi missing with a block there. Oh, but we do see Log going in there and getting super aggressive once more and pumping it in there past Roby's, and UCM looks like it's a bit of a backpedal here.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of a backpedal. UCM's going to need to get just a little bit more momentum on those kickoffs when they come in at the start of each volley and each rally, because Howard seems to be just, like I said, turning on everything, early challenges everywhere, and we almost saw that double commit on the right wall, but it ended up well for Howard still.
Very much so. You see him getting super aggressive on the goal here again. Polar Gobi coming out of the own goal of Howard.
Great
there.
pinch.
Galactic trying to get the ball back to recenter. Polar Gobi again with a reset onto the wall here. We do see Noob trying to stop it, but not going to work out. Dark bumping it out of there, trying to save the goal there. Galactic going in, does bump it out, puts it back into the blue zone here. UCM going to have to get back into a little bit of a swing of things. We see Roby's going up high, going along the wall here. Polar Gobi looking on the low ground here. New is not going to let that fly through, but it does seem like the ball's going to stall here just a little bit. Roby tries to get a pop off there, but Polar Gobi with a bit of a save reset there and continues to try and keep it down there. Log and New trying to do their best. Roby's has to fall back to goal here, trying to see if he can stop the ball a little bit in mid-pack there. Polar Gobi with a little bit of a save there, trying to stop it, but the Dark Swordsman and the rest of Howard is getting super aggressive and holding on there. Save coming out from Roby's. UCM trying to keep it in the blue zone here. Nooble is just getting tired of being the savior of this freaking goal here tonight. UCM getting back into the aggressive. We do see a demo onto Roby's, though, so this is a big opening for Howard if they can capitalize on anything of it.
Good pass down to...
Yep, and Roby's back from demoing, gets it up into the skybox and stalls it out there, but we do see it being set up for Log, trying to get up onto goal. Galactic, another demo onto Roby's there. He's trying his best to not die all the time. Polar Gobi tries to get the save, but isn't able to, so TTTV is able to get the score there, and that's that was a long fight, but it just did not go into UCM's favor, Gavin.
Yeah, UCM's going to definitely have to turn up that pace of play on their end if they want to have a chance against what Howard's doing tonight. When UCM is at their best is when they have Robeast in the front field on that blue half, just prowling and chasing and going wherever the ball goes. And Galactic right there on that midline, waiting for the bounce out, waiting for whatever. That's when UCM is going to be at their best. They're going to need to get to that and get to every ball earlier if they want to come back in this minute and 30 seconds left.
Oh, very true here. So UCM has a lot to do in the next minute. And so UCM trying their best to try and get it out of the orange zone here. And so UCM, Polar Gobi with a big pump up there. Galactic with a demo on the Nooble. So UCM has a little bit of opportunity, but Log does pop it back down to the orange zone here. So UCM trying to see if they can keep
late
it
rotation
back
coming out.
UCM.
Galactic coming out with a late rotation too, because
So.
obviously with the demos coming out, UCM definitely going to be off pace. But a good challenge from Galactic coming out, and UCM's finally getting that ball in the blue half, Cordell.
Very much so. So UCM is going to try their best to keep it down here with as much aggression as they can. We do see a bit of a wall riding there from Galactic. Yes, Roby's trying to see if he can save the ball. Does bump it off under the blue wall here. And so Roby's, misses the bit of the hit there. Oh, no, we got the Dark Swordsman going down to the far field here. Galactic pumping it off and putting it off on the left-hand side of the field, but it's still in the orange zone here. Roby's going up for the skybox, and he does bump it off, and he's going to keep it into the side here. Galactic dribbling it off of the wall, trying to see if he can get into an open spot here, but the Dark Swordsman gets it back down to the orange zone here. Roby's having to hustle back down to prevent it from being into a setup zone, but it looks like Howard's going to be able to pull Gobi with a save onto it, along with Roby's getting that second one. And then so UCM has a bit of an opportunity, 25 seconds though. Not a lot of time to try and get a comeback here, so UCM just has to try and make sure that this loss isn't as fierce as it was, as it could be. So UCM in the bit of the defensive zone here, Polar Gobi with another little bit of a deflect there, trying to make sure that it doesn't go anywhere else. UCM bumping it down into the blue zone, but Nooble not letting it happen. UCM going to try, but misses that one there too. So UCM continuing to try and bounce the ball around. It's still in the orange zone. It's going into the last second countdown, and so there it goes. And we do see Howard Community College pulling that one out there, Gavin, and that was just, it just happens, just happens.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like we were talking about the whole game, UCM definitely was on their heels a little bit. I mean, not a lot you can do when you have Logs and Trees and Nooble coming out every time around the rotation, demoing Roby's, their front man, and just being on that aggressive path. But definitely something for UCM to take into account. If they can dodge those demos and start to play that ball onto the blue half, they're going to have a much better chance to win this series.
Very much so, and we'll see what the next series brings after this short break.
Culver's is a proud sponsor of UCM Esports. Welcome to Delicious.
Imagine opportunity. Got it? Good. Now pursue it. Choose the right college to cultivate it. Discover your passion, your talent. Now share it. Embrace it. Go global. Find support, network, build your team. Set a goal, work hard, achieve it. Be proud of yourself. Celebrate it. Discover UCM. Discover opportunity in action.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We're here for the second match, and we also forgot to mention this is a best-of-3 series, so this means that whoever makes 2 wins the series, right, Gavin?
Yeah, definitely. UCM's on their toes. They're definitely looking to get back and bring momentum into this series. It's definitely going to be a tall task, but nothing that they can't overcome. Definitely going to have to get going quick, though. Maybe start off the gate with a goal, some big clear to get it going. Let's see what happens.
We do see a demo there on the Noob, and so UCM will have a little bit of an opening here. Nope, never mind. Noob is back into the fray here, so UCM, again, just a bit onto the defensive side here. Howard being super aggressive with all their passing and trying to keep it into the air. We do see Noob trying to get up there, but does deflect Roby's from getting anything. Oh, nope, that was Galactic.
Good dunk.
And UCM getting it back onto the ground here to try and get a reset. Polar Gobi watching the ball there, trying to make sure it doesn't get a goal on there. And so we do see Log and the Dark Swordsman. Oh, Roby's resetting it to the right side here of the field. UCM getting down the pitch here and trying to get it in there. Galactic with an aggressive shot there, but doesn't able to get in there. We do see a nice save there from TTV Nooble, and UCM is going to have to try and reset the shot here before Howard can get it back off down the field. And so UCM, gotta have to get back there into the goal line here. UCM trying their best to make sure it's defended. Oh, open goal here. Can Polar Gobi get anything to work? Nope, never mind. TTV is going to stop that. Roby's trying to get a shot in there. Angled! Roby's with a goal. Bit of an assist there from Polar Gobi before he's got demoed. And UCM has a lead right now.
Yeah, sometimes the best thing you can do in that situation, even though Polar Gobi couldn't put that ball on target, sometimes the best thing to do is get that quick transition play to where your teammate can follow it up.
Very much so. So UCM will be a little bit in the head of the series here with at least 4 minutes left on the clock here. So UCM going to try and get it out of the orange zone here, trying to see it, because this is match point, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we do see a goal here from Newble, and so UCM and Howard are now tied. And so now this is almost looking like the last round here, Gavin.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be tough. I mean, UCM finally gets on the board in this series, and TTV Newble just says right back at you, UCM. TTV, I mean, he's been quick to every ball on every challenge. He's been there just as quick, if not faster, than those UCM players. Let's see if Polar Debbie can get something from the ceiling. Oh, almost.
He was very close on getting that there. Doesn't look like Galactic or Robius was able to kind of capitalize on the setup there. UCM continuing to try and contesting with Polar Gobi with another kind of shot on the high ground. Nope, never mind. We do see Robies misses a little bit of the hit there. Goal is open for UCM, so we do see TTV Newble going in there and setting up a goal, and TTV Newble will score for Howard College, and that just seemed like miscommunication to me, Gavin.
Yeah, it definitely was. It's a miscommunication based on an error, whether forced or unforced. It's hard to tell. You saw the Dark Swordsman coming up quick on that challenge on Robeast, and that might have flustered him a little bit. But still, UCM definitely has a chance in this game. They're on the board. They just need to stay composed and have Galactic and Robeast playing that front line as quick as they can.
Oh, so true here. And UCM has an opportunity here. They have 3 minutes. They can definitely turn this thing around. They just have to be able to keep the ball out of the orange zone here and try and get it down the field again. Galactic trying to get up there and hit it, but misses it. We do see Dark Swordsman bumping it down. Newble coming
Great
in.
save.
Saved by Robies there. UCM trying their best. Galactic does bump the ball back up high, and so UCM trying to see what they can do. Robies with another little bit of a save there, trying to keep the ball out of the area there. Robies, Polar Gobi and Galactic popping out there, trying to keep the ball out of harm's way there. We do see Robies with a shot out there, but TV Tunumbu is going to try and get a shot up there. Galactic coming up onto the wall here, trying to see if he can stop it, but doesn't get there before Log does. UCM has to watch the goal here. Robies with another little save. TTV Newble. Polar Gobi with a nice little save. And it's a shot down to the goal line. Polar Gobi with another goal this series, and UCM will tie up this match here. Ooh, you love it when you can shoot it from one goal to another there, Gavin.
Yeah, just a beautiful clear by Polar. I mean, like we said in the pregame show, if Polar is playing well on that back wall, UCM is going to have more than a shot to win not only a game, but win the series. Looking for a reverse sweep here, and
for sure.
It seems like they're getting warmed up.
I'm hoping so. UCM in the bit of a revving engine style here. Galactic dribbling it off the wall. Robius with a little bit of tap there. Galactic again watching it on the wall, trying to see if he can get it up in the high. Oh! Polar Gobi is demoed there from Log, so UCM won't be able to have Polar Gobi there. And so Polar Gobi is going to be coming back out here, trying to see if he can get to the ball in time. And he does. He tips it up. And so UCM has a little bit of an opportunity. We do see the ball being hit by Log and Robius at the same time here. So it is up in the air. We're going to see if Newble can get it out of the way. He does. Pitches it off to side. Polar Gobi going in there with a slide angle. And Polar Gobi with another goal. UCM's in the lead of this match here, Gavin.
Polar Gobi is having the match of his life right now. Absolutely putting everything on net after that wide left shot that turned into a pass over to Robeast. He's just been putting everything right on target.
Oh, basically, Polar Gobi is turning on a switch right now. Galactic getting on there, but misses the hit, and the Dark Stormers will hit it off to the side here. Polar Gobi, though, trying to do another little sneaky play. Roby's turn. He sees if he can get it into the corner shot, does not. Galactic hopping off onto the side here, isn't able to get anything. Polar Gobi trying to see if he can stop the contest here, but doesn't able to look like he's going to slow it down. You see him getting back down onto the goal here. Galactic watching the ball, seeing if he can get it out of there. Roby's instead gets it up and out of the way. Galactic falling back onto the wall, does bump it off and out onto the side, but we just see Newble. No, Log with the shot on there, and we're tied back up into the series here, ladies and gentlemen. Whew, that was a fast return there on the side of Howard Community College, Gavin.
Yeah, definitely. Logs and Trees with a goal and an assist in this match. He's been playing that middleman for Howard and playing it very well. Obviously, the transition plays coming out from when UCM gets a shot on net. His save leads out into the transition up to Newble, and that allows them for those boost steals that we've seen all game for the pressure to be mounted.
Very much so. UCM with a little bit of a shot on goal. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to see there. Roby's trying to come around. Galactic with a shot on goal here. Looks like deflected by Logs there. UCM going to continue trying to be as aggressive as they can. Roby's trying to stop the push there from Howard Community College. Roby's with the ball on the ceiling here, but we see Newble trying to get out there. Galactic with a hit on the ground here, trying to see if he can keep it up in there. Oh, he stops it from Log being able to dribble it. Oh, Newble with his own goal helping Galactic. UCM in the lead for 3-0. Oh.
Newble with maybe a little bit of an unforced error, but nonetheless, UCM will take a goal like that. Absolutely stunning.
Yeah, make that rain money there, brother. I'm okay. We didn't have to work for that one, so UCM in the lead thanks to the help of Oh, Howard Community College Newble, but UCM doesn't mean they're out of the woods yet here. So UCM has an opportunity to try and keep the ball away from Howard Community College and win at least one match here and take it into a match point section. UCM with a shot on goal here. No, never mind. This is Howard Community College with a shot on goal. We do see, Darkston just been going in there. Roby's with a save and keeping it out of there, putting it back down onto the side of Howard Community College's side of the field. And so we do see UCM going down the pitch here. And so we see 30 seconds left on the clock here. Polar Gobi, trying to get in there, trying to get a sneaky little hit there. UCM, Galactic with a hit there. Newble with another one.
Big clear.
Big clear on the goal here. Polar Gobi trying to keep it up and in the air, trying to prevent anything else to really happen with the goal. We do see it happening. Galactic. 13 seconds left in the game. You don't want this goal to be made by Howard Community College. You want to go into the next map. We do see the ball getting bounced around. Really, you want to keep that on the floor there, UCM. We do see Logs trying to juggle it out. 2-1. Ball hits the ground. It's over. UCM trying to see it go there. We do see Howard trying to juggle it around. Looks like that's going to be hitting the floor. And UCM, come on. Let it hit the ground. Yes. UCM will be able to tie up the series here and go into a match point situation. Oh, Gavin. That was something spectacular. That was
definitely that unforced own goal from TTV Newble, definitely kind of being that dagger, the unfortunate dagger for Howard, but just wonderful car soccer from Polar. He is playing out of his mind today. With that clear, with just about 10 seconds left to put the ball up to let Robeast go and get it for the clear. UCM is playing on all cylinders, and Howard is also playing on just about all cylinders. So this is going to look like a good game 3.
Oh, basically. And based off of what you've seen so far with both teams in both of these matches, what is UCM's win condition in this upcoming match point round?
Yeah, UCM's win condition is definitely reliant on Polar. Everything, even though usually he's playing that third man in that back wall, everything's going to rely on him. See, Howard has really good rotations with their third man. The Dark Swordsman usually plays in that goalie position, but with Polar outplaying the Dark Swordsman in that game, that's going to be the win condition. Anything he can do to keep that ball cleared, keep that ball going on target and on pace, that's how UCM's going to win this and finish this series out.
Definitely. So I'm looking forward to seeing how well that all goes together here. We are about ready to hop into the match point here, Gavin. So this is going to get super spicy, super quick. So I'm getting hyped here. So the ball is ready. Here we go. Hopping up onto the first point here. Galactic goes in there. Does get the first hit on it. And oh my goodness, Log. If you angled that too wrong, boy, you would have given us first point there. Galactic and Gobi going in super hard there with a bit of an attack run. Roby's going in there as well. Polar Gobi looking for the ball, trying to see if he can get in there. Ooh, he almost gets it. Roby's almost sneaks it in there. Shot on goal by Polar Gobi and Roby's. UCM tries to get crafty, isn't able to get much into there. We do see Howard Community College going in there super hard, trying to get it on down the pitch there. UCM getting back onto their Howard Community College's side of the pitch. We do see Galactic trying to pop it down there. Bounced off and saved by Newble there. So Polar Gobi going in there with a little bit of hop off there. And so Newble taking it down to give it to the Dark Swordsman. Galactic says, I'll take that, fam. Polar Gobi looking for an opportunity again. Gets it up into the air. Looks like Log is going to take it as his own, but Roby's turns it back around. Newble getting it down the field here. Roby's trying to watch it, see if he can keep it out. Galactic stops it. Polar and Log demo each other? Sure, why not? Galactic getting the ball up and out. Is he going to get it in there? No, Newble with a save. And so UCM tries again. They're getting super aggressive into this round here. And so UCM has a bit of an opportunity. We see aggression hardcore on both sides. And so UCM trying to pitch it down. And so we do see Gobi getting ready to see if he can do something. Galactic going to pop the ball up, get it off onto the wall here. Roby's going in, trying to see if he can get something to turn around on it. Galactic looks like he's getting ready to pop down onto the field here. Yep, getting back down in there. Sees the ball, pops it back over. Log's trying to bounce off of it. Roby's getting in there, trying to see if he can stop it. Fakes out the Dark Swordsman. Dark Swordsman gets the ball back up into the area. Galactic has the ball, dribbles it down, passes it off to Polar Gobi, but it will be intercepted by Howard Community College. So UCM has, again, trying their best to be on the defensive here. We do see Howard Community College get super aggressive here, so UCM going to have to do something here. We do see a ball getting in there, but Polar Gobi with a save there. And UCM again trying and get the ball out of their side of the pitch here. Galactic getting the ball up onto the wall and seeing where they can serve it out with the Dark Swordsman. Takes another shot towards the goal. Ooh, we do see Log trying to get a bit in there, but Polar Gobi again with a nice little save. UCM fighting fiercely for the defense here, and UCM Galactic is going to try and dribble it back down the wall here onto the blue side of the court here. Polar Gobi with a little bit of shot. Could be something. Polar Gobi with a shot on goal. Oh, it is dribbled out by Newble. That was
What
one
a
heck of a
save.
save from Howard Community College's Newble. UCM trying to get another shot up there. Polar Groby trying to get it high up onto the wall here. Roby's another hit up there. We do see Logs trying to get it back onto his control, but Galactic does kind of pause it out there. Polar Groby with another shot out, trying to get it down the pitch back onto Howard Community College's side. UCM trying to see if they can keep it as aggressive as they want, but it looks like they're going to be going back into the defense here. Roby's getting it out of the way of Logs and Newble. Roby's dribbling it along the wall here, so UCM has a bit of an opportunity to try and get it out. Oh, we do see a miss from the Dark Swordsman. Roby's tries to get it set up again, but misses once more, and so UCM... Oh, no! Shot by Newble, and UCM will let that go, but that was a fierce engage there, Gavin. I didn't even get to let you talk.
That was a really tough volley. Definitely a really tough volley. And the one thing I'm seeing is that Roby's has not been pushing up as much as he would probably like in a match like this. Obviously, the constant demos that we're seeing. But Polar is definitely stepping up and doing what he needs to do to make sure that UCM is even able to get that ball into the blue half. Let's see if Roby's can really start to get warm up and really start to, hope we finish this series out and to come back.
I hope so. We do see a lot of shots on goal here from Howard Community College, so UCM has a little bit of a shot here. Roby's getting it down the court here. Newble tries to shut it down for Polar Groby. Maybe with a little bit of help. Tries to get an assist out to Galactic or Roby's, but it's not going to work out. Galactic does get us a bit of a stop there. Tries to dribble it off onto the side of the pitch here. UCM trying to keep it out of their side of the goal here. Roby's and Galactic. Roby's dribbling the ball. Tries to get it up and out. Oh, Goby! No! Goby gets blocked by the Dark Swordsman.
Oh,
UCM trying to fight against this stoic defense by Howard Community College. Roby's again out into the midcourt field. Gets a shot. Tries to get out there. Newble saves it once more. And so Logs is trying to see what he can do. Polar Goby saves the goal from Howard Community College's attempt, but Roby's getting back onto the defense here, waiting to see where the ball is going to be. Pumps it up. Dark Swordsman not able to get to anything with it. Newble and Logs bumping the ball down a little bit here. Galactic and Polar Goby just kind of watching the area down here. And so Galactic dribbling it up into the air here, trying to see if he can get it to go anywhere else. Does get it past the Dark Swordsman. UCM, though, it looks like Newble is able to pass it there. UCM got a minute to score it up and tie it up to take this into overtime here. Getting a little bit dicey, but no, shot on goal, and Logs will score it. And Gavin, this is a tall order to try and tie up the series.
Yeah, it was a tall order to come into this series with Howard's speed, but it's definitely going to be a much taller order to come back down 2-0 with less than a minute. I mean, just the speed and the quickness to every challenge is forcing out these missed touches for UCM.
Oh, basically. So UCM down in the blue pitch side. And so we do see Polar Goby with a shot on goal here. It looks like, oh, nope, misses. And so Galactic coming around on for the side here, sees if he can get it kind of shot up here. Logs, ooh, misses the shot there. Polar Roby's here, getting it up into the sky here. The Dark Swordsman does save it, and Polar Goby trying to see if he can get it down into the ground here. Logs bumps it back up into the sky, and so UCM is going to try and see if they can get a little aggressive. Galactic with a kind of a stall there, tries to see if he can get it set up for something. Does bump Logs out of the way, and Roby's bumps it off the wall there. Sees if he can get it set up for somebody. Polar Goby looking, trying to see if he can get the angle, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Galactic tries to stop it here in the defense area. Oh, we do see Howard Community College just working hard together, trying to make sure that UCM doesn't get any kind of score in this round. UCM gets 10 seconds left just to try and make sure it's not a skunking, but it looks like Logs is going to the open net here, and that'll be a 3-0. UCM, this is end of series for me, Gavin. There's no way we're going to get 3-0 in 6 seconds.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, you hate to see it just because UCM was on their heels the entirety of this game after that 1-0 pressure, and hard to get a lot of stuff going whenever you see Howard turtling up 3 people in the net. I mean, obviously being up 2-0, they're just waiting for another mistake coming out from UCM. But as we see, Howard's going to take this 2-1.
Very much so, and Howard Community College will move on in the series here to go on in the playoff day. That's what is today. And so UCM, it's a sad day, but, they did their best, I feel like. And so we'll kind of recap all of that. Hold up. I'm seeing them readying up for another match.
Yeah, I see them ready up. Might be a best of 5. We might have been mistaken.
Maybe. To be fair, ladies and gentlemen, the people running this tournament, there was a lot of is it best of 3 or best of 5? And there was a lot of And so I honestly don't know what to tell you. But if this is the case, this is UCM's chance for a little bit of redemption here, Gavin.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, UCM is going to have a much less pressure on them. Obviously, it's still going to be match point, but the fact that they're not in a 3-game scrunch is going to be a lot of alleviated pressure and a lot of alleviation of the mind.
Very much so. And UCM, that was just kind of a mental boom throughout that entire thing, I feel like, for him. And so to hop into this next one, this will be match point no matter what, because if it's the best of 5, it's first to 3. So if Howard gets this next one, then that'll be it.
Yeah, so. And Howard's definitely, I mean, they've been firing on all cylinders. You saw in the final stats, Cordell had TTV Newble had 2 goals and 5 saves, and all of those 2 goals, he had 6 shots. So, I mean, just like we keep talking about, the quickness and the accuracy that Howard is putting on this net is definitely, like we said, a tall order.
It's an extremely tall order here for UCM, but luckily for us, they're playing to best of 5. So YOLO, let's go. UCM has an opportunity here to try and tie up the series once more, and so we'll see how well that goes. So Roby's getting it down into the orange. Does look like, but Newble getting uber aggressive there and seals in the first goal. And so UCM already had a rough start, Gavin.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Newble is waiting on every single ball, every single mistouch, just to see what UCM is going to do. UCM is definitely going to need to just settle down, calm down. A lot of time left in this game. I mean, shoot, it's just under 5 minutes. And a lot of time to get back. We see Polar put a shot on net. And Roby's is going to line up. Look at Roby's go. Here he is getting warmed up, folks. Finally, that front man coming out. And, Gordo, we've seen a lot of times in this series, Polar Gaby has been pushing up into that first, second man of the rotation. And finally, we see Roby's get going. He might be comfortable going back up, moving forward, and being aggressive.
Ever so true, Gavin. So UCM does get a little bit of the touch there, but we do see Log pumping it back down onto the orange side of the pitch. So UCM's going to have to get it back out of there. Yep, we do see Roby's getting it back onto the blue side of the pitch. Newble going to try and stop it, but Galactic bumps it up. We do see Polar Roby trying to go up there for the shot, but it doesn't work out. Roby's keeping it up in the air. Galactic keeping it up in the air. We do see Howard Community College trying to see what they can do. Double tap coming out on the side of there. Roby's watching the ball, trying to get it up and open, waiting to see if Polar Goby can try and get a little bit of a shot out there under the goal. Goby goes in there, gets it off of a player from Newble. Newble with an assist for UCM to get that in there. Polar Goby playing off of the anatomy of these cars, Gavin.
Newble is taking the dimes from UCM and putting them on a platter. He's putting them in the register. I mean, that's 2 times we've seen in this series where Newble has put in a UCM goal. Definitely UCM's going to take that, though.
See, Newble's just trying to buff his stats at this point in juncture, so as long as he gets a goal, that's all that matters, right? It's just a goal, so it buffs his stats. Still counts towards him making a goal. Doesn't matter which one it goes into, so UCM getting super aggressive on the blue side of the pitch here. Ooh, we do see a miss there. Galactic keeping it on the side of Howard Community College here in the blue pitch, and so UCM going to have to see if they can get a little bit more aggressive. Polar Goby with a stop there. Roby's looking to see, hunting. He's smelling for blood. He sees the ball coming down. He gets up there. He bumps it back up, waiting to see if it'll be stopped by the swordsman. Doesn't. Looks like it. Goby, misses. And so does Roby's there, but Galactic trying to get in there and stall it, but it looks like he's going to be back onto the orange side of the pitch here. And Howard Community College is going to get super aggressive here. They don't really like where UCM's taking this ball. And so we do see a miss there by Galactic and the Dark Swordsman. But Polar Goby trying to bump it over there. Dark Swordsman gets a little bit of a save there. Roby's trying to keep it out of the goal there. Polar Goby trying as well. Galactic getting the ball fully out of there. Basically, maybe, possibly, nope. We do see the Dark Swordsman bumping it back down onto the orange side of the pitch there. We do see Galactic bumping it over to the blue side of the pitch. Newble trying to stop it, but Logs get in there and saves it. Oh, excuse me, Roby's with a stop there. Sorry. And so UCM trying their best. They're playing super defensive right now, but Galactic getting super aggressive. Gets a shot on the goal, and Galactic scores! Meteor strike onto the goal! Implosion grenade, UCM up 3-1 in this matchup. Dang!
Yeah, Galactic taking it to the wall earlier in that rally, and the Dark Swordsman was there, but I mean, UCM is playing out of their mind whenever they take that ball straight down the middle, whether it's on a transition or whether it's off of a challenge. So
very much
definitely
so.
Something that they need to keep doing.
So true. So the Dark Swordsman and the rest of Howard Community College down here on the orange pitch and trying to see if they can get on and get at least another score in there to make this a tighter series for them. But Galactic bumps it back up into the skybox. Oh, almost a shot on goal there. And almost a shot or maybe a goal. I don't know anymore. Soccer's hard. And UCM trying to defend as best as they can into the orange pitch. Galactic again with another defensive save and pump there. Roby's with a shot on an empty goal. And Roby scores. 4-1 for UCM, Gavin. Oh,
yeah,
man.
The floodgates might be opening in this game, and UCM might be getting their momentum finally bringing along. That train is really starting to get rolling. And Roby's with his second goal of the series, you start to see him, like we've said, building on that momentum that he's seen in this game with a couple of goals, and hopefully that this trend will just keep going.
Hopefully so. We do see Polar Gobi and Robies bump into each other, so causing the ball to get a little bit different. Robies with a shot on goal there. Looks like he's about to saved by the Dark Swordsman. Yeah. And so, but Polar Gobi tries to get it down and out of there, but it doesn't work out. Log with a little bit of a pump up there, see if the Nooble can get a shot on goal, but it doesn't look like it's going to work out there. Galactic waiting to see if he can stall it out, but it doesn't work out. So Robies takes his opportunity there, and Galactic popping up again. Polar Gobi bumping it farther down onto the blue pitch. And so UCM, Polar Gobi bumping it out there, waiting to see if Galactic or Robies will be there to take it. Nobody from UCM is able to get the pass from Polar Gobi, so UCM is going to have to continue to just be super aggressive. Robies waiting to see what all of Howard Community College is going to do. Goes in for the shot, is blocked out by the Dark Swordsman. Polar Gobi with a bump up. Oh, Logs taking it back out there. Galactic and Robies falling back onto the goal here. You don't want to get super aggressive and leave your goal open there. Robies bumping it back up into the skybox. And so Polar Gobi and Robies trying to keep it open. Galactic bumps it back out of there with a save from Logs' shot. And so UCM again, Polar Gobi bumping it out and putting it onto the blue side of the pitch. Galactic getting in there, tries to see if he can get a shot on goal with the Dark Horseman. Says no dice, Cowboy, and takes it his own way down to see if he can take it down there. It doesn't look like it's going to work out. Logs tries to take a shot, passes it up actually to Nooble.
Could be one.
Nooble tries to bump it up, double tap onto the ceiling there. Logs can't get back there fast enough, but the Dark Swordsman tries to take a shot on the goal. Misses a little bit there. Logs again with another little bump up. Oh, doesn't look like it's going to work out. Oh, Robies with a little bit of a save there. 1 minute remaining. Howard Community College, I don't think has the prayer here, Gavin.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I think UCM is completely content with staying in the goal, turtling up in net, putting those three players on the line. Even though Nooble, as we see, just scored, they're still up 2 with 47 seconds. They're really okay with just sending one to challenge, wait in net, play the challenges out, get one big clear, and finish this game off. Hopefully tie up the series.
Fingers crossed here. So UCM, we'll see if they can get the first tip off here at the point here. We just see Log and Robies both tap it off there, but it is in favor of UCM. Gets on to the blue side of the pitch.
Be dangerous.
Goes off onto the orange side pitch here. So UCM got to play good defense. Robies with a shot backwards. Looks like he's going into the goal there. Robies with a shot on goal. 5-2. UCM. Man, when you play such a good defense, it becomes offense. It's great.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Robies with the hat trick in this game. We're finally seeing him come alive and really seeing his mechanics shine. I mean, that was just a wonderful aerial goal. Howard has to push up in these final 30 seconds in this match if they want any shot. And Robies just taking advantage of that.
UCM stalls out the jump there, and UCM will continue to kind of play hard defense here. We just see Howard Community College trying to be super ferocious here onto the goal line. The Dark Swordsman able to get a little bit of a weaving in there with the soccer ball. And so now it is 3-5 in the match here. And so UCM only up by 2. So we do see how aggressive Howard can be. So I'm a little bit worried about that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, in the aggression, and like we saw on that pass, I mean, coming off the back wall, if UCM isn't going to have anybody, rotating onto that back wall when Howard's going to put this final aggression and this final push, it could be dangerous. We'll see what happens.
Very much so. With only 13 seconds left on the match here, it looks like UCM's going to try and do so. Galactic with a quick score, making it 6-3. Everybody trying to buff up their stats tonight. And so UCM Galactic double taps the wall there off of Logs and then into the goal there, Gavin. Oh, that was so nice.
Yeah, Galactic said, I'll put this one up and I'll kiss myself. He said, boom, and he dunked that one home.
Definitely 10 seconds left in the match here, so Robies trying to keep it up along the wall. Maybe he wants to try and get another goal, but it looks like UCM's just going to try and keep it up in the air. I don't know why you would want to keep it on the ground here. Galactic, oh no, it looks like Howard Community College trying to keep it there, but it does look like UCM will tie up the series here, Gavin. Woo, doggy. Woo!
This has turned out to be one heck of a match. I'm glad that it was best of 5 and not best of 3 because, as we can see now, we're going to a Game 5.
We are going to a Game 5, and I really hope this doesn't screw up anything for UCM or Howard. But with that being said, we are going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with the next match.
Taylor Industries is a proud sponsor of UCM Esports, a family-owned and operated business.
College, you don't want a piece of paper. You want an opportunity. The opportunity to lead, to innovate, to transform. The opportunity to excel beyond what you thought possible. At the University of Central Missouri, your goals are achievable because we give you more support so your ambition faces fewer obstacles. Embrace your potential with the backing of 150 years of academic excellence, with undergraduate and graduate degrees available in Warrensburg, Lee Summit, and online. Discover UCM. Discover opportunity in action.
And welcome back. We're into the match point territory here. So UCM going up onto the tip-off here. Robies does win it. Gets into the blue zone. And so UCM trying to see if they can continue up that aggression here. Polar Gobi trying to get it up and up and out. And so UCM getting super aggressive. Galactic with a shot on goal. Misses it. And so UCM's going to have to fall back a little bit here. Play a little bit of defense because you know Howard Community College is going to get arrested. But Polar Gobi, a little bit of pop-up. Galactic, tries to get shot off. Anuble redirects the shot. And so Roby's going to have to go up to the skybox here. Logs trying to see if he can continue to be aggressive. Galactic getting it out of the orange pitch side and going down onto blue here. Polar Gobi and Roby's. We do see a little bit of a tubes up. And Nuble and the rest of Howard Community College in the goal. Don't want UCM to be down and in there. We do see the rest of Howard Community College getting in there. So UCM has an opportunity to try and get a little bit more aggressive and maybe try and see if there's a shot onto an empty goal. And so we do see UCM falling back into the goal area. Roby's trying to see if he can save it. He tries, and Nuble shoves it in, shoving his foot through the goalie's chest and putting it into the goal there, Gavin.
Yeah, I mean, that honestly looked just a little bit like Galactic's goal last game. I mean, he just said, I'm going to take this to the air, and I'm going to go through you.
I mean, I'm glad we can give Howard some pointers in the scoring of the tactics. No, Howard's doing great this match, and so UCM is going to have to kick it up a little bit. So Howard does lead 1-0. This is match points. Whoever wins this will win the series and move on in the playoffs, I do believe, as long as none of the rules have changed. Because, again, we thought best of 3, they're in best of 5, so whatever. So UCM into the orange side of the pitch. We do see a Timo onto Galactic. So UCM has a little bit of a man down, but he is back now. So UCM has everybody on the field here. We do see, oh, man, Polar Gobi trying to get up into the air and try and stop the things there. Galactic running off of the ceiling and the walls there. Robies and Logs fighting off into the skies. And Polar Gobi trying to get up into the area. Open goal for UCM Galactic. Can he save it? He does! Galactic saves the goal there, but not before Howard Community College is back in full force into the aggressive stage and trying to get in there. Nuble trying to juggle the ball around. Polar Gobi and Galactic following the ball around, and we do see Logs stopping the progression. Roby's trying to get back in there. Goal is open on the side of UCM, so this is not looking good. Oh, never mind. Polar Gobi saves it and goes down the field to see if he can get a shot, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Roby's hopping in out of there. Does demo. Oh, man. And so UCM has a little bit of an opportunity, but no, it's not going to work out. Galactic trying to see if he can keep it up and in the area. Logs falling down on the air. Oh, man, it's getting into the orange pitch area, going off the ceiling here. We do see Nuble going in there, and Nuble getting another score onto UCM here. It's looking a lot like a couple matches ago here, Gavin.
Yeah, Nuble is really turning up the heat in this one. You saw that ball top 90, top corner, and nothing UCM can do about that when Howard is playing on the defensive end. So just airtight. I mean, nothing UCM can do. They had 3 men pushed up in that blue half, and they really couldn't even get anything going. We saw the double tap come out from Nuble, and they're going to have to do something to get this momentum. We see a pinch come out. This could be over the swordsman, but nah, just over him.
Just over him, indeed, and so it is on the blue side of the pitch here. Polar Gobi with a little bit of a pass, trying to see if we can get it set up for somebody, but Galactic, again, bounces off the wall. We do see Logs probably going to try and stop it. It's going into the goal! They just let it bounce! Galactic gets a goal because we want to watch the bouncy ball there, Gavin. Watch the bouncy ball.
Yeah, I mean, Galactic he had one where Nuble owned gold for him, and now he has this one where the Dark Swordsman said, yeah, go ahead and take it. I mean, UCM definitely not going to say no to a goal like that. It's going to give them a little bit of momentum going into the second half of this match, and hopefully they can really get something going with Robeast and Galactic on a passing play, or maybe even, as we saw earlier in the match, a Polar Gobi big clear.
I'm hoping so. We do see a bit of a save there from Galactic and Robies. You see him trying to get it back down the floor. Oh, Gobi tries to get it up there to the skybox. Galactic with another little bump off there, but Nuble there in the goal trying to say, nah, fam, you don't get to get that easy of a goal. So Roby's popping off, getting it up off of the wall here. So Logs passing it back down, trying to see if he can dribble it down the field here. Get onto the orange side of the pitch. Nuble trying to watch it. Dark Swordsman comes in, bumps it back down onto the orange side of the pitch. Roby's bumping it back down onto the floor here. Pumps it down. Open goal right now, but Logs says, no, it's not that open, brother. And so tries to pass it down. We do see the goal. Oh, man, Dark Swordsman does get blocked by Galactic there. So UCM able to try and save that goal there. Galactic and the rest of UCM watching the ball there. Polar Gobi gets back onto the blue side of the pitch. Looks like he's going to try and stop it, but it doesn't look like it's going to work out. So Robies gets back onto the blue side of the pitch. UCM has to get up there and try and juggle the ball with him. Galactic with a bit of a pump up there. It's up in the air. Tries to see if he can pump it up again. Robies with a shot on goal.
What?
And Robies with a goal there. Ties up the match. 2-2. 1:33 left. I'm getting goosebumps, bro.
Robeast with just a missile onto the net. You've seen the splash, and what a shot. See, every time UCM scores, it seems to be off of just a little overextension from Nuble. Nuble has been quick to that ball like we've seen the entirety of the match, But when he overextends and they get it by him, it seems to be that UCM can really just pick apart this Howard Community College defense.
Very much so. We do see, almost an attempted shot by Logs there. UCM gets saved because it was a miss-up. And so Galactic and the rest of UCM there, Roby's trying to get it bumped out of there. Ooh, Dark Swordsman tries to get out of there into the goal there, but it doesn't work out. Nooble, shot on goal by Nooble. UCM gets it bumped out of there. Back onto the blue side. Dark Swordsman tries to bump it out. Doesn't work out. 1 minute remaining here. Galactic and the rest of UCM try to see if they can get one last shot here. Roby's with a bump up onto the side here. Galactic going in, but gets demoed. Doesn't matter! He gets demoed and makes the shot anyways!
Galactic
UCM!
said, and one. Galactic said, and one. What a shot and what a pass from Roby's. I mean, Polar with that wonderful pinch to get the ball in a pressurized situation for Howard, and UCM just capitalizing on the aggressive rotations. Let's see if they can hold on for 50 seconds.
Basically, UCM has this if they can hold off on any kind of shot on goal like that. But Nooble says, nah, fam, we're going to make this an interesting match. And so UCM is tied up in the series right now with 44 seconds left. Galactic tried, Roby's tried to get in there and block it, but Doggy misses it by that much, Gavin. Misses it by that
Roby's looking for that double jump, but just move that analog stick to where he backflipped. This match is coming down to the wire, Cordell.
Oh, so true. I love it. UCM getting it on the blue side of the pitch here. We do see Galactic dribbling it up in the air. Roby's trying to see if he can do anything. Doesn't work out. Logs and Nooble going down on the field here onto an open goal more than likely.
Yep. Redirect.
Yep. So UCM trying to see if they can get anything. We do see Dark Swordsman not able to really get a shot off or really pump it off. UCM tries to get the ball off. Logs continuing to... Oh, Galactic almost gets the ball back and tries to get a shot on goal. Roby's keeping it on the blue side of the field here. Roby's trying to bounce it up. We do see Nooble bouncing it up into the air there. We'll see how well it works out. Dark Swordsman bumping out. We do see how well it goes into. UCM trying to see what they can do. 7 seconds left. It's probably going to go into overtime here. Nooble with a shot over here. No!
Wow!
There was a bump out from Howard Community College there. Galactic could have had it. Oh, if only. Oh, Roby's was bumped out of there. And that's what this is going to boil down to, is who can shove who out of the way. UCM has got to be pissed right now. And this is probably going to Howard. Yep. UCM, based off of a shove out of goal, will not win this playoff match. And it will be Howard Community College moving on in the series. And you just hate to see it, Gavin. And so, but
yeah. I mean, that is just a tough loss, a heartbreaker to say the least for UCM. But nonetheless, an absolutely wonderful match from both teams. I mean, Howard came out into that game and into that match just with high velocity, high octane. And UCM couldn't match in the first one, but they built up and they really showed just tremendous toughness and tremendous grit to get back in that series and force a Game 5.
Very much so, Gavin. But we'll go into a little bit more detail once we get back from this short break, and we'll be into the Taylor Industries postgame show right after this. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Taylor Industries post-game show. And whoo, man, it sucks that we lost, but dang, Gavin, if that wasn't just one humdinger of a match.
Yeah, I mean, that was just the best match you could ask for in a playoff series like that. Obviously, with this being meta and, them trying to advance in the playoffs, you're gonna have a very spirited match of Rocket League. And that's exactly what we saw. I mean, all the way from Polar coming out to being really aggressive, usually playing that third man role, to Roby's coming alive in game 4 with a hat trick to keep UCM alive and force that game 5. UCM did everything they could in that match, and that's all you can ask for.
Oh, so very true. Everybody worked their hardest in it. But the one that we saw as the star, even within this loss and within the Ashes, we do have somebody rising from that to become our Culver's player of the match, and that will be David Guest, Polar Goby here. And, man, he was pretty stellar. But, Gavin, can you tell us why he deserves this great honor?
Yeah, so in the second game, we saw when UCM tied the series up 1-1, we saw Polar Goby come out with 2 goals and 3 saves, 500 points in that match. Just wonderful defense on the back wall. He had a big-time clear in that game and in every other game to keep UCM alive, keep those challenges, those quick and aggressive challenges from Howard that came out every single time, keep them on their toes. And Polar just really stepped up in the match, did more than he really needed to, and more than he should have in context of rotations and stuff. Just a wonderful match, wonderful aggression from Polar.
Very much so. So we're super proud of Polar for being able to pull that all off, and we're proud of the rest of our teams here for UCM. UCM Black and Red for Rocket League are no longer going to be competing in the meta tournament as those are all over, and so UCM Black will be knocked out of the playoff round here for the Academy section, and UCM Red did not make it into the Elite section, and so UCM will then now move on and compete within the Play Versus tournament is what I believe our Rocket League teams will compete in next. We'll keep an eye out on that. Gavin will be covering all of that in the upcoming days, weeks, whatever this tournament's going to run into. And when we hit into other fun matches, I will hopefully be able to tag along. But speaking of tagging along, if you want to tag along with UCM Esports, we do have our fall 2021 application out. So if you're planning on coming to UCM or if you're at UCM already, you can sign up and be a part of our Rocket League team or be a part of Overwatch, League of Legends, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Rainbow Six Siege, NBA 2K21, or if you have another game in mind that you believe would be a great title for UCM Esports to have, you can definitely suggest and put it out there. I've already had a person suggest Valorant and wants to have a Valorant team created. And so, if we get more Valorant people interested, we'll work on creating a Valorant team. Or if we get people who are interested in CSGO, in, Fortnite, Hearthstone, all the other kind of competitive games that have esports rounds or leagues around them, we're more than happy to get those set up. But if you want to be considered for the main roster for our main 6 titles right now, you have to be signed up by April 30th at midnight in the year 2021. So, you have the QR code right there on your screen, or if you can't see that, you can go to any of our social medias and find it there. So that'll be about it for that section. But I mean, I've had a fun time doing it here. I've been Cordell Ballard. This year has been Gavin Richardson casting along with me, and we'll see you all next time.